In this video, we will show you how to create your own translation based on one of the global translation that the global translations come from this repository, from this the merge and another user that are collaborating with them. But on another side, the English version, it will be always the original that comes from the game itself. Is the original that Cloud Imperium Games create. So this is the started point. If, for example, for one of the another language doesn't exist any of this. Okay, imagine that in this one in Polish and Poland or in Spanish Spain, I need to create some new translations or refine them to adjust some of the wording or things that are not good. So with this tool, I can create a translator account. Okay, this is totally free and not email required, not password, but it is important to save your hash that the tool will create so you can recover always this information, update it, or share with your translator team, or also with the public that you want to download your translation file. So with this, I will create one account, for example, Manidomen Translations. This is only to have a name of my translation catalog, and I'll save. Okay, this is important. I need to copy this information because, for example, with this link, if I share this link or open here, okay, this is the translation on English of my catalog, but for the public access. Okay, for example, on Spanish, it will be here the URL. Okay, and this another one is the admin token that if I go to start relation, here I can create or modify the new ones. As you see, the English is the same because the English normally is nothing needed to check or change. Okay, if I go to the home page, now I have every translation enabled to start with it and to edit them. What this mean? For example, with the Spanish one have the English translation, the original translation that come from the game, and also the translation, the global Spanish translation that comes from the Dimers repository. But imagine that from Spanish, I want to refine some of the wording of the Spanish itself. Okay, now as an editor, I can click here, and this one it will be one of the downloaded as a public user. If I share this with the public URL to this translation, you will see here that download everything on Spanish, that is these ones, uh, but this one is this downloaded. Okay, if I here change this, for example, and I go to the public ones, this is the thing that it will be downloaded. This means on your catalog and for one language, the priority is the one that you put in. Okay. The another is if the language have one of the wordings. For example, here is downloaded the language because I didn't put nothing in particular here. So it will be downloaded the language. But on the ones, for example, if I go to the Polish one that doesn't have nothing for this language, only this one, if I share and copy and put this, download the English one, the original one. This is because the translation file is good or needed to be generated with all the wording independently that you translate it. So if you have your own wording, it will load your own wording. If it doesn't have your own wording but have a local translation, it will download the local translation. If the local translation is empty, it will download the English one, because at least to have the game with the correct labels and words and not empty, and that the menus or the things appear with nothing. So this is the way to create or to make your own translation or download and always keep totally updated with your wording. Also with the filters, you can know when a new wording on English, for example, exists, or one are pending that you don't write nothing, or who are the ones that have something rated by you. Okay, for example, this one. And nothing more. Clicking here or clicking here automatically put the word on your own catalog, and this is one of the main uses of these tools. Not only to download the translations, because now with the repositories of another comrades of Star Citizen, you can download the files, but a tool to help to translate and keep updated your translations to always to be updated. Also, as admin, you can upload another file to your catalog, partially or completely, and this will be loaded with the to that text the word that you put there. Okay, so with this you can make a completely update of every word. The last thing, if you think that your translation for one language, or imagine for Korean that are not loaded now, but you on your own catalog make the Korean translation or refinement or refine the Spanish one, and you think that are very good, you can write me and I will put them onto the global catalog, okay, onto the global catalog for that language that load here. So when a new user comes to the tool and it wants only to download the main ones because it doesn't have any public access to another catalog, it will be downloaded the most completely or the most refined translation possible. Okay, thank you.